This video is going to be for the presentation file, or the exploded view. That's its other name. So we go to new, and then presentation. It kind of looks like a piece of paper with like a cylinder coming out of it. So what I'm going to do is bring in my train assembly. When I have an assembly for something, I just like to leave assembly in there. Just makes it easier if the little icon doesn't show up. Alright, click open. So what we're going to do now is do tweak component, click on our component, click on the arrow, and drag it where we need it to be. Then you just click OK, or the little check mark. And then you just keep doing this. I'm going to turn my part. So I'm going to click the part and move it. And then if I pressed Shift on my keyboard, I can select another piece and then move that too. So I'm going to put it back to the original location and make sure that they're far enough away. They both are, so I'm going to click OK. So now what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to do tweak component. I'm going to first click on, I forgot to press Shift. Click both of the linkage pegs. Move those forward out of the way of the linkage arm. Press Shift, click on the linkage arm, move it out of the way of our axle pegs. So press Shift, click on both axle pegs, let go of Shift, click on our arrow, drag it out of the way of the wheels. Okay, Shift, click on both wheels, drag it out of the way, click on our check mark. Alright, so right now we have this all spread out. So we're going to do the exact same thing we just did to the other side. So again, if you need more than one, Shift. It would help if I clicked on tweak component first. Move it out of the way. I'm going to move it just a little bit further than I did before because we're going to be doing it from the other side. It might make life a little bit easier. We'll find out in a minute. Gotta zoom out. Alright, so I think I have it far enough, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to move it. And, yeah, it looks like I have everything good. I know the stack is covering up one of the wheels. That is totally fine because we're about to move the stack. So tweak component and bring it up above the wheel. See? Doesn't have a problem there. So, let's see. That is, well, that's it. That's the whole file. Quite simple. So you just need to make sure that all the parts are not overlapping anywhere. If they are, you're just going to have to click on the component and move it out again. And then I'm going to go over the snapshot thing here now because in the next video, if you have an issue, this is the file you're going to have to come back to. So I'm going to just make another snapshot. So you can see that I'm going to make a few here. We have, actually that one looks ridiculous. Okay, so you can kind of see how that is nowhere close to what we want it to be. We want it to be this view 1, not this view 3. So what we could do if these were in a different order and this was like the top one, we could just right click and delete, right click, delete. Make sure it's the way that we actually want it to look, and then do the snapshot. Okay, so that's a little thing for the next video. If you do have an error, this is what you're going to have to fix for it. So that's it for this one.